What's up, Saiyan Army? So, as a lot of you know, Akira Toriyama has passed away. And for those of you guys who don't know who Akira is, he is the manga artist and creator, mainly known for his creation of Dragon Ball. And a statement was released yesterday upon his death. I'm just going to go through the statement that was released and a couple others really quickly. Dear friends and partners, we are deeply saddened to inform you that manga creator Akira Toriyama passed away on March 1st due to acute subdural hematoma. He was the age of 68. It's our deep regret that he still had several works in the middle of creation with great enthusiasm. Also, he would have many more things to achieve. However, he has left many manga titles and works of art to this world. Thanks to the support of so many people around the world, he has been able to continue his creative activities for over 45 years. We hope that Akira Toriyama's unique world of creation continues to be loved by everyone for a long time to come. We inform you this sad news with gratefulness for your kindness during his lifetime. Funeral service was held with his family and very few relatives. Following his wishes for tranquility, we respectfully inform you that we would not accept flowers, condolence gifts, visiting offerings, and others. Also, we ask you to refrain from conducting interviews with his family. Future plans for commemorate gathering is not decided. We'll let you know when it's confirmed. We deeply thank you for your understanding and support as always. That's by Bird Studio, Capsule Corp, Tokyo. Also, Dragon Ball and Akira inspired Naruto and One Piece, and they released statements as well, which I'm gonna go through real quick. So this is by Oda, who's the creator of One Piece. It's too early, the hole is too big. The thought of never seeing you again fills me with sadness. I admired you so much since I was a child, and I even remember the day when you called me by my name for the first time. I also miss the day when I had a great time with Mr. Kishimoto on the way home from the day when he used the word friend for us. I also remember the last conversation we had. He's one of the people who took the baton from an era when reading manga would make you stupid and created an era where both adults and children read and enjoy manga. He showed us the dream that manga can do things like this and that we can go to the world. He gave it to me. It was like watching a hero push forward. The excitement he experienced when he serialized Dragon Ball is probably rooted in the childhood of creators who are active in all industries, not just manga artists. That existence is a great tree. For manga artists of my generation who have stood on the same stage, the closer I got to Toriyama's works, the more I realized that they had greater presence, almost scary. But I'm just happy to see the easygoing man himself again because we love Toriyama sensei on a blood level. I would like to express my respect and gratitude to the world of creativity left behind by Professor Toriyama and pray for his repose in peace. I hope that heaven will be a pleasant world just as you envisioned it. So for those of you guys who don't know, Dragon Ball, as he said, inspired a ton of other animes and even like things outside of anime. I'm not sure what, but we know Dragon Ball left a huge impact on this world. And just not even just Dragon Ball, but all his works. And also the creator of Naruto left something as well. If you guys are into anime, chances are you love Naruto and One Piece. I'm a huge fan of both. He says, honestly, I don't know what to write or how to write about something so sudden. However, for now, I would like to express my thoughts and feelings to Toriyama sensei, something I wish he would have asked me someday. I grew up with Dr. Slump in the lower grades of elementary school and Dragon Ball in the upper grades, and it was natural for me to have his manga next to me as part of my life. Even if I had a bad experience watching Dragon Ball every week made me forget about it. I was about to say the same thing. It was a relief for me, a country boy who had nothing, because Dragon Ball was really fun. It was when I was a university student, suddenly the Dragon Ball had been a part of my life for so many years ended. I felt an incredible sense of loss and didn't know what to look forward to. But at the same time, it was an opportunity for me to truly understand the greatness of the teacher who created Dragon Ball. I also want to create work like yours. I want to be like my teacher. As I followed in my teacher's footsteps and inspired to become a manga artist, that feeling of a loss began to disappear because making comics was fun. I was able to find new fun by following my teacher. My teacher was always been my guide. I admired it. I apologize for the inconvenience, but I'd like to to express my gratitude to the teacher. For me, he was the god of salvation and the god of manga. When we met for the first time, I was so nervous that I couldn't say a word. However, after meeting him many times at Tezuka Prize Screening Committee, we became able to talk. As Dragon Ball children, I and Mr. Oda went back to being children again, and when we talked excitedly about how much Dragon Ball was fun, as if we were competing with each other, I forgot how he looked a little embarrassed and smiled at me. I can't. I've just received the news of my teacher. I feel an even greater sense of loss when Dragon Ball ended. I still don't know how to deal with this hole in my heart. Now I can't even read my favorite Dragon Ball. I don't feel like I've been able to properly write this sentence that I want to convey to my teacher. Everyone around the world was still looking forward to seeing your work. If Dragon Ball's one wish really comes true, I'm sorry, maybe that's selfish, but it's sad, Sensei. Thank you, Akira Toriyama Sensei, for all your enjoyable works over the past 45 years, and thank you very much for your hard work. We are sure that the remaining family members are still deeply hurt. Please take care of yourself. I pray that Mr. Akira Toriyama rests in peace. Yeah, so that's what they had to say. So I'm just gonna wrap with you guys and give you guys a little bit of my experience. My, like, I'm getting sad just reading all that stuff, but yeah, honestly haven't really felt this way before. Like, honestly feel like I lost a piece of my childhood, which is really weird because, you know, this is a guy I've never met, but he's had such a huge impact on my life and like where I am today, and the people that I inspire, the people that I've helped along the way, and just to change the lives of millions. But I can still remember, like, one of my most vivid memories was the bus. My parents lived on a big hill. The bus would drop off me and my brother at the bottom of the hill. That's where the bus stop was. And every day we'd run home. We'd charge the hill just to make the next episode of Dragon Ball. I remember it was on Toonami, and we'd always run home just in case, you know, the bus ran late or whatever. But we'd always usually beat, you know, before Dragon Ball started, and we'd have to watch the end of Sailor Moon, which, you know, we're like little kids. We didn't really care for. I mean, we're guys. They didn't care for Sailor Moon. But yeah, we'd catch the end of Sailor Moon and then watch the new Dragon Ball episode. I remember, like, just as Oda said, like, no matter how bad a day I was having, no matter, like, no matter how bad a day I was having, no matter how much I was getting, like, bullied at school, no matter what was going on in my life, like, when we sat down and we turned on that TV, like, everything just, we forgot about everything. And we're just, like, hooked on it. And that was the start of it all, like, honestly. The reason I started working out, the reason I made this channel, the reason I cosplay, the reason I help people, you know, like, that sane mindset of no matter how many times you get knocked down, you always come back stronger. Like, I thought that was just amazing. I remember seeing that for the first time and hearing that, like, after Goku got stomped by Nappa, after Goku got stomped by Vegeta, just watching him come back stronger and stronger, and just against all odds, just overcome everything. And sorry, like, I did not mean for this to even become emotional. Honestly, I think this was the first time I cried on camera before, which is really weird. But yeah, and that's where I started. You know, I got the name Goku Flex, obviously, right? And I've never thought, not even once as a kid, that I could, like, build a physique like that or get strong like them. Like, it wasn't even a thought, you know? And it's just crazy how much Dragon Ball has impacted my life. And it's like, yeah, it's just very saddening, you know? It feels like you're just losing a little part of yourself. And yeah, I remember like Dragon Ball just changed the game. Like even the Rock the Dragon, um, the intro to Dragon Ball, just watching Nappa, I remember just watching Nappa tear through that airplane like paper. Like it was animated so well, just him like slicing through that airplane. And I remember like just thinking as a kid, like, what the, like, how is that even possible? You know, just seeing how built these characters were and the musculature on them. Like, I had never seen a bodybuilder. I didn't even know what bodybuilding was back then. All I knew was these guys were huge, you know? Like, Spider-Man was web slinging around the place. Batman was saving, you know, people. And here comes Frieza destroying planets with his finger. And I just never seen anything like that in my life. And I remember just getting so glued and stuck to it. Just like, do me a favor, guys. Comment down below what your best memory of Dragon Ball is. Comment that down below. And I remember when they brought back Super, how excited I was. Like, Dragon Ball was gone for, I don't even know what the break was. It was a bunch of years. I remember how excited I was for Super just to come back. And it didn't matter that Super like wasn't as good as Z, or you know, maybe it's because we grew up with, you know, Dragon Ball Z, that we feel like Super just didn't hold it or just wasn't as good as it. But I was just happy that it was still continuing. I was just happy that my childhood was still around. I still felt like even watching Super, I felt like a little kid just watching again, coming home from school, sitting down, just watching Dragon Ball. And it's just really sad that probably not going to happen again. Like, hopefully, I heard rumors that because it's Year of the Dragon, that Toriyama, or that they were planning to release a new season of Super. I hope that's still the case. I hope that he did have things. But, you know, I really hope they do some kind of memorial. Something in Japan would be amazing. Something that I can go visit, you know, pay your respects. And yeah. Something I've always wanted was, and I've said this before on the channel, but it was always my goal to be the best Goku cosplayer ever. Like when people think of Goku cosplay, I want them to think of me, you know? And that was my, and not because of ego, but it was because I want to pay my respects to the character, the man that created all of this, you know, Akira and Goku. Like that was my way of paying it forward, was to be the best Goku cosplayer that I could be. And something I'll never forget, even after I'm done cosplaying, is like the look on people's faces when they see you. Like, especially the kids. Like, when you see the kids' eyes light up, like if I saw Goku, if I saw myself as a kid, I would like, yeah. And just the light, just seeing their eyes light up and the belief that, you know, it's possible, it's real, he's there. And I just felt like I was inspiring the kids, kind of like how Goku inspired me, and I was paying it forward. And that's one of the main reasons I started cosplaying, you know. Yes, it was fun, but a lot of it was to honor, you know, Akira and Goku, because honestly, I wouldn't be where I am today without them. Like, would I be just doing something with fitness? Maybe, I don't know. Like, I don't know, honestly, where I'd be. But they started it all. It's the reason I'm here. That's the reason why a lot of you guys started lifting. It's the reason why a lot of us even started getting into manga and stuff. and learn to love it. And I don't even know how long this video is. I'm sorry about all the rambling and getting a little emotional. I wasn't planning on it, but I just want to make this video to honor and thank Akira for everything. And his legacy will live on through us. And Dragon Ball forever.